my case, what happened? When I started my spoken English journey, I was very good at speaking. Fine. But then after few months, people started making few corrections in my grammar. They would correct me and they would tell me, Gayatri, this is not right. This should be this way. And I felt really bad about it because I was good at speaking. Still, I made few mistakes. People corrected me. I took it on heart and I started working on my grammar. But I was very clear with the fact that now I am working on my technical aspects. So be very clear that what do you want to work on? Do you want to work on your grammar skills, your pronunciation, your sentence constructions? What? Be clear, analyze. Take few assessment tests, I would say. Take them and then move on. So decide, analyze, and move on. People they have expectations that, oh, I want to be like a native speaker. However, they cannot construct a basic sentence. So I truly say and tell to people, just simply just do this, right? So analyze and just go for that. So that's what I'll say to them. And if you are still distressed and if you are stressed, like, I don't know what is the solution, and please stop consuming content. Consumption will never help you. I mean, it can help you to some extent, but like if you are just consuming all the time and you do not speak, you do not open your mouth, it is not going to help you at all.
So, very good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm pretty well and doing great in my life. Thanks for your kind concern.
It's welcome.
And today I'm feeling so glad because I guess I have been trying a lot. It's been a long time that we are trying to have this conversation, but today itself, it becomes possible that we are talking and we are having this conversation. So thanks for giving your precious time and
Mhm.
allow me to just ask some questions which I have in my mind for today's session.
I am really happy to have this conversation. Yeah.
Great. Well, I do have some basic information about you, like what's your name, where are you from, and what exactly you do. But again, there are some people who are about to watch this video once I would upload this on my YouTube channel. So it would be good for me, for them as well, if you can give me a brief introduction and you can tell me something about yourself in brief.
Oh, yeah, sure. So, hello everyone, and Mr. Teacher Shiv, like Teacher Shiv. My name is Gayatri. I'm from west part of UP. I have done my master's in English, and I have been an English language trainer for 3.5 years, where I have been helping learners to improve their conversational skills, communication, spoken English, grammar. So that's all about me. I've worked man so many platforms with so many platforms, plus recently I have been trying my hand on, yeah, I've been trying my hands on YouTube, where I upload content and I try to connect to learners there. So that's all about me.
Oh, that's really amazing, ma'am. And well, to be very frank with you, I've watched your videos in your YouTube channel, not only your YouTube channel, but also on some other channel as well. And you are doing really incredible
Mm-hmm.
job over there because the way you speak, the way you explain every single concept, that is something I must say phenomenal and remarkable. Super.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And before I
So, what
dive
shall we discuss today?
Okay, great. I was about to ask you, like, before diving into the conversation, do do you want me to introduce myself, or it's okay, or directly jump to the conversation?
That's totally fine. I think this is your channel, so people are definitely, they must be connected to you and they must know you that you are teacher chef. And even I have watched few conversations of yours, so I'm
Mhm.
okay. I'm totally fine.
Okay, then that's totally fine. So, Will, I have a very simple and basic question for you, as you have been working as an English trainer for past 3.5 years. So, have
Mhm.
some experience when you started learning this language. What kind of challenges you have faced in your initial stages, At the same time, what do you suggest to those beginners and starters who have just started their journey to being fluent in this language, how they can learn the way you have learned this language?
Mm. Okay. So as if I talk about as a learner, definitely you do face some challenges. For me, it was not a conscious journey. I never pressurized and I was never tensed about learning a language. For me, it was very smooth process because it was lockdown and I decided to use the time and because I was very social person on social media, not in my real life. So yeah, I used to connect to the people worldwide. I was really curious to explore the applications. But this is not for the people who don't have time these days, right? Because there are so many professionals. In my case, I used to spend like 8 to 9 hours every single day and would talk to people, would discuss with them. I was not doing anything in lockdown. I was not even preparing for any exams and anything. So for me, it was very easy, but still there were challenges which you can overcome by analyzing your own self first. Have very realistic expectations. Just do not try to be Shashi Tharoor in a month or two. That is extremely impossible and that would be really ridiculous if you decide to do that. I would say that just be very normal with the process. Analyze. If you can take the help of someone who is experienced, take the help of the person and then move on. You have to decide first which area you want to work on. Do you like, for me in my case, what happened when I started my spoken English journey, I was really good at speaking, fine. But then after few months, people started making few corrections in my grammar. They would correct me and they would tell me, Gayatri, this is not right, this should be this way. And I felt really bad about it because I was good at speaking. Still, I made few mistakes. People corrected me. I took it on heart and I started working on my grammar. But I was very clear with the fact that now I am working on my technical aspects. So be very clear that what do you want to work on? Do you want to work on your grammar skills, your pronunciation, your sentence constructions? What? Be clear, analyze, take few assessment tests, I would say. Take them and then move on. So decide, analyze, and move on. People just they have expectations that, oh, I want to be like a native speaker. However, they cannot construct a basic sentence. So I truly say and tell to people, just simply just do this, right? So analyze and just go for that. So that's what I'll say to them. And if you are still distressed and if you are stressed, like, I don't know what is the solution, and please stop consuming content. Consumption will never help you. I mean, it can help you to some extent, but like if you are just consuming all the time and you do not speak, you do not open your mouth, it is not going to help you at all. So that's what I can say.
Wow, that's really amazing the way you have expounded the whole tiny concept about how one beginner can learn this language, how one starter can learn the art of move on and to continue his journey. That was literally captivating. Thanks, ma'am. Three things that I have learned from your whole speech. First one is just know yourself what exactly you're learning. Secondly, whatever you're learning, analyze yourself. It means assessments should be there. And the last one is it's not like you know about your weaknesses, you know about your mistakes, but you are not working for it, then there's no benefit at all. You have to fix as well. And there are very good techniques that you have mentioned. Again, my next question for you is there are some people they have already started the journey. Now they are not beginner at all, but again, they are at intermediate level and they want to switch from intermediate to advanced. So what do you suggest them?
At times I do not understand that what is advanced. Like, I truly do not understand. This is something which I have come across amongst Indians learners only. I mean, I have talked to Britishers, I have talked to Americans, I have talked to people globally, and especially the native speakers, because what are we doing? We are copying them, right? So we have to understand what do we mean when we say I want to be advanced speaker. Advanced speaker brings a lot of things to you, right? You must be really, really good at your technical skill, which is grammar. But I have seen people making really silly mistakes and saying that I am an intermediate learner. That does not make sense to me, right? So advanced speaker means you are really good at writing, reading, and doing technical stuff, speaking and listening as well. But then people, I truly don't understand that. Secondly, now native speakers use very simple vocabulary. If you talk to Americans, they are quite understandable when you talk to them, until or unless you have problem with your listening skills. Like if their accents is your problem, the way they merge the enunciation pronunciation is a problem, then you might face problem. But their vocabulary is very simple. So goes for the Britishers. Like they do have some sophisticated vocabulary, but then they also use very simple and basic English to communicate. Because you are not a Shashi Thuru, right? If you want to be, just work like him. I would rather say that he has read, like I remember watching one of his interviews where he took a challenge of reading 360 books in 365 days, which he made it. So he is an advanced speaker. I consider him as an advanced speaker because when he talks, even United Nation listens to him standing. At time they get baffled that what that person is speaking. So just understand which area of language you want to work. And when you say that I want to be an advanced speaker, what do you mean? Do you mean that I want to have an American or British accent? Do you mean that I want to use extraordinary words which generally will fly over the people's head? I mean, definitely they will not understand it if you use some extraordinary words. So that's what you can do. And consciously you have to adapt the qualities of advanced speakers. I mean, if is there is anyone on internet who you consider that she or he is an advanced speaker, start implementing all the habits they have, especially in terms of learning. Start adapting the words they use. So whenever you come across their speeches, interviews, conversations, pick all the words and use them. Have the conscious practice. That's what I can say. In English grammar, specifically when you go for the Cambridge books, they have advanced English concepts. Consciously accumulate them, work on them, and move on. That's what I'll say for the advanced speakers. Even I don't want to be an advanced speaker, but I wish all the very best to the people who look forward to have that advanced English.
Well, I do agree with you. Whatever you have said, whatever you explained, that was really amazing. And frankly speaking, whenever I have asked this question to people, they do have their own reply, but they have shared their tips and tricks and the steps that one has to follow to become an advanced speaker. But in your case, you replied entirely different way. Thank you.
Mhm.
And my next question for you is, there are people, they are very inquisitive to learn English, and they are putting their all effort to learn it anyhow at their best possible ways. But again, somewhere they lose their confidence. They don't feel that confident to come forward to ask their queries to the trainer and to being socialized with people where he can speak in English in front of them. Sometimes he doesn't feel to speak English wherever he can, which means he has that kind of hesitation, shyness, and feeling of being preserved somewhere where he's not coming with his full confidence and he could take a stance for himself to master this language. So, what do you think, like how one English learner can gain confidence from no confidence?
Okay. I believe that confidence is a learnable skill. I have come across people who say that I'm not a confident person, or I don't have confidence. Nobody, nobody bonds with the confidence. Like it just they learn on this earth only. But I have different opinion over here. I feel that confidence is directly linked to the knowledge you have on the certain topic. Like, I remember my school days where teacher would ask me who knows the answer. I would be the first one to raise my hand because I know the answer and I knew the answer. And that answer, or the kind of assurity I had in me, that because I know, I raised my hand. That's the only reason that people do not have knowledge on some certain things. That's why they get scared. Second, even if they have knowledge, somehow, like, we have to meticulously understand the problem. It's like our brain and our mouth, they are not synced, and they are not ready to speak impromptu. So people do also come up with the fact that, ma'am, I am a technical person and I know about everything about engineering. I know about everything about coding and all, but still I'm not able to speak. Because if you ask that person to explain everything in his mother tongue, he would be very impromptu and spontaneous and would tell you everything how things work technically. But because his brain and his mouth, they are not synced and spontaneous to speak in a particular language, they get stuck. It's just like words will be there inside the mouth, but they are not able, because there are so many psychological reasons behind that. Oh, what if I make wrong sentences? What if I mispronounce the words? Or what if my question is silly? Even if I know things, my question is silly. So just, understand these things meticulously, write them down. What is the reason? Why do you not speak? Or generally, what stops you while talking, in a room full of people? Why don't you just raise your hand and ask questions? You'll get the answers. Second thing. And third thing could be knowledge, which I keep saying all the time, right? Knowledge is very important. You have to accumulate knowledge. And I think fourth thing, which I have not been liking these days, people are already becoming practical. They are already, confining themselves, because we are using social these technical gadgets, and we are very limited to our gadgets these days. And to fuel it, we have ChatGPT.